As I think most of you know from my writings, I love living here in Lockport. It's a great city. We have some incredible people who are building this city up. And one of the most important things that we need from you, from our city government, is honesty. We need to know that what comes from you is the truth. And so I'm here tonight. I wish I didn't have to come and do this, but I'm here, John, to speak directly to you about your radio interview and what you told the people of Lockport last week. As all of us who pay attention to the city know, there have been two big controversies floating around City Hall in the last month. One is about the overspending in the mayor's budget, and the other is about your gag order directing the city staff to no longer speak to the media. I want to be precise with what you had to say about those two things on the radio last week. And these are direct quotes from a transcript and the recording of what you had to say. On the issue of the overspending of the mayor's budget, you said, and I quote, "The former mayor," that would be Michelle Roman, "went through the 2024 budget after she knew she lost and wiped out the line item attached to my office." That's just false. It's just not true. And this isn't a he said or a she said situation. I mean, as all of you know, we have budget documents. They're a matter of public record. The budget that Mayor Roman proposed before the election and the budget that was approved after the election are no different. And you know, you're 4 months in, and I'm sure you know this, the mayor doesn't have that power. The mayor can't just walk in one day and decide to zero out somebody's budget. I don't know why you would say that. And you know, regardless of what we think about how Mayor Roman did or whatever, there is no question that Michelle Roman worked her heart out for this city for 5 years. Now, I don't understand why you would try to throw her and her reputation under a bus to deal with a problem that was your problem, not her problem. I think you owe Mayor Roman an apology. It's just wrong to do that. Secondly, with regard to the gag order on the city staff, you said, "In no way, it was in no way ever a gag order. The newspaper reported it the way they wanted to see it without paying attention to what my directive actually was." Well, here's the directive you actually put out, and I'm going to read it quote for quote, all caps, "Directive to all departments." And then, absolutely no one, caps, "Working for the City Hall is to talk to the media in any form. All questions presented to you by the media must," capital letter, "be directed to my office," exclamation point. I mean, that is the definition of a gag order. And it wasn't lost on your department heads. I mean, the newspaper called them afterwards and they were told one by one, "We can't speak to you." I mean, that is a gag order. You know, to be honest, it reminds me, I have a 4-year-old granddaughter, and she likes gummies. She likes these fruit gummies. We have a little candy machine. And sometimes, you know, I'll see she has a couple of gummies in her hand, and I'll say, "Did you take those from the candy machine?" And she's like, "No." I was like, "Well, there's gummies in your hand. I mean, like, you took it from the machine." It's a gag order. That's what it is. And so to deny that, I just don't understand why you would do that. You know, look, I've met you once. We don't know each other. But I know that. Look at us. We're both old grandpas with white beards. We're supposed to be an example for the community. I just think, I mean, we all make mistakes. And, you know, being in a public position like this, it's easy to sort of have to figure your way around in the beginning. And I'm sure that you love this city and want to do the best. I'm sure you're a good man. But we can't do this. We can't find ourselves in an awkward position and try to throw the reputation of a good person, a public servant, under the bus to save ourselves. We can't diminish the reputation of the paper. You called it fish wrap. You know, I have a lot of firsthand knowledge of the paper because I write opinion articles for it. Those people work really hard. And for you to say, you know, "Oh, they said it was a gag order and it wasn't," and I believe what you said, if they're going to come to City Hall, and get information out of us, they're gonna need a shovel. That's not what we need in this town. That's not the way to build Lockport up. So I'm here tonight simply to say, you know, Lockportian to Lockportian, I think you owe Michelle Roman, and I think you owe the newspaper a public apology. I think you can do it right now.